Okay, looking at the power supply now, the different cables of the power supply. This is your 24 pin which goes into the motherboard. These are SATA power. These go into conventional hard drives if you have any, or 2.5-inch SSDs if you have any. The other one for the motherboard is an 8-pin or a 4-pin, depending on what your configuration of motherboard is. So if it was a 4-pin motherboard power that was needed and you had an 8-pin, you just split it in half like so. Now, however, ours, it does require 8 pins on the motherboard, so we're using the 8-pin that we have. And the other two main cables are the PCIe, not this one, sorry, it'll say PCIe, and usually they have a 6-pin plus a 2 to create an 8-pin, and then some power supplies have another 6-pin and 2 to create 2 8-pins if you need it, if it was a really big power supply. And they simply attach, if they need to create the, if I can get it done, so they attach like so to create an 8-pin like that. So, and that would create an 8-pin. So sometimes you might have an 8-pin and a 6-pin, you might have 2 6-pins or 2 8-pins. So any unused cables that we're going to have, we're just going to tuck neatly back under. Now this case doesn't have any fans at the front, and so there's no problem in us just tucking these cables neatly like so. Now if we flip the case back over again, you'll see that the main cables that we spoke of before, being the 24 pin for the motherboard, the 8 pin for the motherboard, and the PCIe for a graphics card, I've fed up through the front, through the bottom of the computer, of the case. Now the 24 pin, you'll see the clip is on this side, you'll see the corresponding clip is on the 24 pin slot on the motherboard, so it needs to be turned around, and that just needs to be, it's broken apart. So that gets clipped in like so. The 8 pin needs to go up the top here. And again, watch where your clip goes. So that goes up the top. And again, we can now cable tie these if we need to, and we've got one left which is for the graphics card. So that we want to keep that away from this fan here, so we might get a cable tie. And tie those two together so that the cable will not go near this fan, the CPU fan, and get caught, make noise, or even stop the CPU fan from working properly. So we've got, just through the checklist now, we've got the CPUs installed, the RAM is installed. This is the M2 NVMe or SATA SSD. It comes in a 4 or a 6 or an 8, and we put that on the board. Make sure we've got our SSD in, and then lastly we put in our graphics card. So the graphics card goes in the PCI Express 16 slot. You'll see there's a clip there to hold it down, and like everything, it needs to make sure it goes in the right way. So that's where the clip holds it, and that's the long part, and then that's the short part at the end. This is the bottom that goes into the motherboard first, and this is the top that gets bolted down or screwed down. So we will now, also noting that it has a 6-pin power supply. Sometimes it will be a 6, sometimes it will be an 8, sometimes it will be more than that depending on how powerful your card is. So we hold it at the at the I guess that's the bracket end, and then we make sure that the RAM DIMMs aren't in the way, and then we push it down. From there it's going to need to be held in by a screw. You're going to need to put your back plate on first, like so, and then you put the screw through the back plate into the back. So we'll get our screw and put that in now. Alright, so that's firmly in. Now we need to put our 6-pin power in. So here's our 6-pin from before. So the 6-pin power will go in the back here and clip in. And there it goes. So now we have our CPU in, memory in, SSDs in, or NVMe, and our graphics card is in. And now it's time to neaten it up and put it back together, as in put the sides and the front and the glass panel on.